Bataimo. Welcome, 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 my friends. Thank you for joining my channel and taking a moment for this reading. So today's reading is going to be open-ended. We're just going to see what your loving guides and ancestors want to share with you today. So as you can see, I have the spread. I pulled all the oracle cards. Off camera, I have not seen what any of these cards are, so we will discover that together. And on camera, I will shuffle the tarot and we will pull that at the end. So I would first like to invite you to subscribe, like, share, comment, and if you want to see what any of my offerings are, it's all in the description box. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find that in my shop, also down in the description box. Okay, so business part away. I'd like to ask you to just take a deep breath in and out. Just to slowly arrive at this space, welcoming in your well and elevated ancestors and guides to come through and share with you what you need to hear most today. Okay, first thing I'm hearing is I'm actually filming this on the full blue moon in Sagittarius. So this will be posted tomorrow, I'm hoping, which will actually be the full moon. Today is the day before. Okay, so let's start with, we're actually going to be starting with an Earth Warriors Oracle today. This is going to signify kind of the theme message around today. I'm really feeling a lot of stretching. All right, we got Kuntur Yachak. I apologize if my pronunciation is off. And it says, blessings from the son of, I have to get my glasses, but I think it's Hanan Pacha. Let's get my glasses on, sip of water. First, I'm just gonna take a peek at this card and just see what I can get it. Blessings from the son of Hanan Pacha. It's looking very geometrical. Yet with flow. Okay, I'm going to just read a little bit of this to just see what the message is. Okay, here we go. Condor swiftly brings the will of spirit to earth through the gift of powerful medicine. Despite great odds, even in the face of what may appear to be an inevitable defeat, extraordinary triumph is at hand. This is the prophecy of resurrection, of the rising of what was thought to be lost. It shall happen with unexpected and surprising swiftness. Your divine destiny is now held in the guiding hand of a great spiritual master. Whoa. Okay, condor spirit. Also vulture spirit. Wow. Okay, so I've actually been seeing a lot of vultures. I probably saw 3 today, a number of them yesterday, and I was wondering what message was coming through with them, and now here it is. All right, so the message of today's reading is about resurrection, extraordinary triumph, inevitable defeat. like a triumph over what may appear as inevitable defeat. Yes, let's be clear about that. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit mesmerized. All right, so resurrection, reborn, transmutation. Okay, so a rebirth. And here we go, I'm sensing the full moon again. Wow, some powerful things are shifting in this full moon for all of us and all of you. All right, let's see. Where do we want to start? Okay, we're actually going to start because I see, I'm looking here at the past lives oracle. Okay, so we're going to start by looking back. Okay, career history, job and work patterns. All right, so that you may be going through a major transformation, a resurrection in your career, job. Maybe you are reevaluating or shifting some patterns in your work. Maybe you're looking for work with this help wanted sign here. Okay. Yeah, number 37 reduces to 1, new beginnings. And we're actually in a year 1. And since this is the past life oracle, maybe the resurrection could be cleaning up a ancestral pattern of unemployment, poverty, lack. You know, these men here all look like they're industrious. They're clean, they're wanting work. And there's a lot of people. You might actually be in an industry which has a lot of competition. That the odds of getting it, right, are very low. However, here, resurrection. Maybe there was something, maybe there was a job or a career in your past you wanted, but you didn't make it, and that opportunity's coming back around again. Holy, okay, I'm really sensing, like I got goosebumps. I'm starting to feel a bit excited, like I'm trying to like kind of tone myself down. Don't get too excited. Don't scream into your mic. And I feel like there's so much they want to say with just these 2 cards here. Okay, but we are going to move on, and we are going to, let's go here. Let's look at the Starseed Oracle. The blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Whoa, look at you being reborn. Resurrection. Look at this. Stone cavern. Look at your coming out of it. Guided, right, by your ancestors' wisdom, inheritances, integration, and spontaneous awakening. Might be a surprise what's coming in. The blue flame, just making me think of Archangel Michael. Beautiful. And activation, I'm seeing these as like downloads, light body activation. Okay, blue flame. Do I read? I'm hearing a smidgen of that. I'm not super down with doing lots of reading, but sometimes, I don't know, it's almost like it just calls for it. So let me see if I can find it. How could something alphabetical be so hard to find? There we go. Okay. Especially since it's like the second letter in the alphabet. All right. This is a card of awakening and energetic upgrades. Perhaps you're going through a period of spontaneous awakening, receiving visions and having experiences that are out of the ordinary. In the West, little is known about the process of spontaneous awakening, and it can feel very scary when we're going through it alone. Elsewhere, they can be seen as auspicious experiences, with those going through them being treated with tender care. The blue beings are thought to be activating beings with great potential for healing and upgrading our cellular structures. They appear in moments of extreme awakening, activating a physical kundalini awakening and deep cellular and DNA healing. Many people glamorize the awakening process. However, in reality, it's much messier and more difficult than most of us believe. We must first let go of what we think we know for sure and how we make sense of the world. This isn't easy. The awakening process, even when it's spontaneous, takes a considerable amount of time to integrate. An awakening without integration can leave us feeling very ungrounded. If you're in the midst of an awakening, the process never ends. Treat this time as deeply sacred and give yourself ample space to ground and integrate the extreme changes you're going through. Whew. Okay. I am sensing that those of you watching my readings in this collective, you have been going through this for a long time. Okay, it precedes, or what precedes it is the past life oracle. And then before that is the resurrection. That's the coming out. And I saw this, I intuited into that card, you leaving that cavern. And it is always ongoing. Yes. Okay, great. But can we catch a break a little bit? That's the feeling I'm getting. Like, I don't know, maybe you souls similar to me like to keep deep diving and going back into caves and it being really intense. But, ooh, I'm just feeling a little bit over that. And, yeah, I'm just stretching a lot, sensing into this like, butterfly energy, wanting to kind of break out of its cocoon. So let's see. We are going to move to the archetypes now. All right, there we go. I was wondering why I lit that smudge. I sensed it. We're going to just release that past life energy. You know, the sense of, I'm hearing homelessness, helplessness, jobless. Okay, we're just going to send that back to the past. We're going to see if there's any archetypes here that can support this message. Whoa. Okay, well, God. Sorry. God can support this message. Well, thank you, God, Creator, Great Spirit, Allah, to whichever you wish to call. The archetype of God. So, light attributes, benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Just want to see this picture here. Okay. You know, blessings from the son of Hanan Pacha. You know, look at, I don't know if you can see with his golden hair, the halo sitting. Looks like another sun god. I'm hearing Ra, hearing Odin. Masculine god energies. Very bright vitality. In the northern hemisphere where I live, we're going to be entering summer soon. Almost 3 weeks away. Okay, we're going to move to the next archetype, Resurrection, Avenger. Light attributes, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. Shadow attribute, reporting to violence in the name of a cause. Resorting, not reporting. That's what the word reporting. Reporting violence. Avenger. I don't know, maybe you're going through a situation. Okay, this is clearly the past, not sensing if this is present energies yet. So possibly this could be something you've healed from. Reporting. Maybe you've had to report or speak to some violence. Maybe you've been involved in a situation that is unjust and you're trying to scale that. Bring those scales of justice, or maybe God is bringing that. I'm not sure. Okay, I want to sense into this Avenger, There's something about that mask. And the map. Yeah, it's on the map. The region where I live, British Columbia, is right front and center. Okay. All right. Sorry for the pause. Just feeling into this energy, and I'm going to take a sip of water. Hearing masquerading. Okay, I'm being drawn to the tea leaves. I'm going to clarify this. Okay, a misunderstanding, a wall. Okay, so there's a situation. Maybe there's a wall that's being put up. There's a misunderstanding. That way, not this way. Nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Maybe there's a misunderstanding within your family. Or maybe there's some trouble in there and you really wish it to be secure and loving. Bell, announcement. Okay, and that's a timing card. You know what? We're going to go to tarot first. That's just how it's going to be. All right. I'm interested in what is going on with this Avenger here. We got resurrection. Something new is coming in. I did feel really light and bubbly. That something to do with your work, money. Some good was coming in. And I got some energy here of your ancestors, your guides, supporting you. All right. Sorry, I'm just kind of getting a little trance-like. Let's see. Let's clarify this Avenger card. What do we need to know about the situation? Do you want it that way? Yes, okay. In there. Let's get one more card, please. That one, thank you. All right, bottom of the deck is 10 of Cups. Gorgeous. All right, so, but what is being illuminated? Where do I want to put this deck for now? Just right there is good. Okay. All right, 3 of Cups in reverse. Okay, see this? Happy celebration, and this looks literally a happy family, right? But it's in reverse. All right, so something's going on in your life. It's saying family here, so very likely has to do with family. Where there is no celebration, there's a celebration, there's a separation. So there is no celebration, there's a celebration, a wall has been put up, but having a secure, loving family is important to you. And, okay, look at that, 9 of Cups, but your wishes are going to be fulfilled. And what I heard in my head when I said that was Maybe you're going to be finding a new family, or whatever this misunderstanding is will be cleared up. There's the willow, success, also the sun, lots of sun energies. Okay, and then, oh, look at that, literally success, 6 of Wands. Okay, so whatever this trouble is, clearly going to be successful, and it looks like, okay, in March, so right now, today's the end of May, should be watching this either May 31st or June 1st, 2026. Those snowdrops. Or this announcement, whatever, maybe this misunderstanding was announced to you in March, which impacted. So either way, but irregardless, okay, 9 of Cups, 6 of Wands, can't get any better than that. We might get a little bit more insight. I don't know, let's take a peek here, see what crystal spirit has a message. Rose quartz. Okay, so this definitely has to do with love. Love, love, love. But rose quartz specifically also has to do with self-love. So caring for oneself, love. Oh, the sun. Maybe building confidence. So, okay, so this situation can either be, one, trouble within your family, okay? 2, and family could be intimate partner, it could be with children, it could be like with your parents, siblings, you know, whatever family is for you. It could be, you know, balancing the masculine and feminine aspects within yourself. Okay, so the solar plexus, God, the masculine, that self-confidence, self-worth. And then the heart, and the higher heart with the rose quartz. You know, love, connections, emotional fulfillment. So balancing those out. And it could just be both because, you know, here we go. Whatever's happening within our interior life is also mirrored in the exterior. But we're moving into the success. So maybe you have been getting upgrades through loving yourself and caring for yourself, removing your mask, you know, bringing justice to yourself, but shifting focus possibly towards away from the past and what's in the future. So let's take a peek. Future. Well, let's see. This is an ascended master. Freedom. That's what's going to be in your future. Freedom. Hina. Or Haina. I'm assuming a Hawaiian goddess. And there's the feminine energy coming through. Yeah, very masculine. Look at, very masculine. You know, God, avenging, another sun god, work, all men, being activated. And then maybe this line is coming a bit more feminine. It's all to do with love, fulfillment, and let's see which animal spirit. Here we go, the owl and hawk, wisdom, the embodiment of feminine energy, wisdom. All right, do I read this card? I have no clue how long this reading is going on for. All right. Yep, I read it. So give me a moment. I'm going to get this set up. The owl. 22. Excuse me. Oh, I flipped right to vulture too. That card. There we go, wisdom. Okay, I'm going to cough. I will attempt to edit this out. Excuse me. Wow. Okay, so hopefully that wasn't disturbing. Coughing, something trying to block my voice chakra. All right, throat chakra. All right, so owls, closely associated with Athena, Greek goddess of wisdom. Known for their nocturnal vision, owls represent knowledge and erudition with a hint of mystery. The hop is an impressive plant able to climb up to 25 feet in a single growing season. Combined, the pair indicate spiritual and intellectual fulfillment. Oh, here's the message. You have come to the end of a long journey. Relish in your achievement, taking deep, satisfying breaths. Whew. Okay, so that is the message. You're free. Freedom, wisdom. Ah, gorgeous. Okay, so the last oracle card here I have is a sacred sites. I feel like we're gonna end on that one, so we're gonna pull some more tarot. Just gonna get a last few messages. Okay, we're gonna use the Kim Crayons tarot deck. All right. Okay, to the collectives. Well, and elevated ancestors, benevolent guides. What more do you want to share about this resurrection? Freedom, love, or you know what I'm hearing? Maybe in March, maybe all the problems just ended in March. Maybe now, wow, maybe you're moving into this. And it takes some time, you know, like if you've shifted internally, it will take some time for your material realm. You know, what your lived and looks like. Reality is now. Okay. All right. What more do you want to share with the collective? What more? That one. Okay. What more do you want to share? Thank you. With the collective. Just one more, please. What more do you want? Thank you. There we go. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Two of Pentacles. I'm hearing no more juggling. It's balanced. Butterfly, transformation, infinity symbol. Look at all balanced. No juggling, not like the original Rider-Waite-Smith deck where he's like juggling, balancing the pentacles. No, in harmony, balanced, transformed, resurrected. Gorgeous. All right, I'm going to just let you sit there for a moment. Here we go. Oh, Father of Pentacles. Look at you, the most stable card in the whole material realm on Earth. Wow. Look at, I'm seeing all these as being like your chakras in complete alignment. Connected. And this also looks like the sun rays shining down on you, but raining pentacles down on you. Woohoo! I would love that too. Next. Six of Pentacles. Look at that. You're receiving a gift. I'm hearing all your hard work, all that effort, energy, time, blood, sweat, tears, everything is coming back. So it might feel like extraordinarily exciting. All your wishes come true. Look at them just bringing all your cups, filling your table. Ah, and then Mother of Cups. It's the Queen of Cups. King of Pentacles. Look how balanced that is. You've got literally one of the balance cards, right? Justice would be another one. But Six of Pentacles is about give and take. We did see the 2 pentacles, this is nicely balanced. Wow. The masculine and feminine aspects. Beautiful. So stable in this world and so emotionally loving, giving, receiving, nurturing, and fulfilled. So, collective, this is coming. This is for you now. Beautiful. I'm going to flip this upright because that is the state. This is your reality now. All right, so let's see what Sacred Site has a message, and we're going to end with that. And oh my gosh, and we have gelling. I'll just say, when I was shuffling, I heard gelling. I didn't actually expect that card to come out. Yeah, there it is. So believe in, I said I didn't expect this card to actually come out. But believe in miracles. Believe in miracles. And it's so cool if you don't, because I sure didn't, and it happened, and I am so happy it happened that this card came out. But the message with that is believe in miracles. All right. So gelling. Okay. I really want to cough again, but I sure hate editing this stuff, cutting it out. All right. There. All right, hopefully not too intrusive. Okay, gelling. Let's read that. So the energy around gelling is transition, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Transformation, resurrection, activation. Yes, transition. And the location is, I am not going to pronounce this correctly, but it's in Denmark. Vejle. Vejle? I don't know, but there we go. Lower world. Okay, so on this card, Odin. And I mentioned Odin here too. There we go. Message from Odin. The god of shamans is seen riding his 8-legged spirit horse, Sleipnir, who has the ability to venture into the underworld. Odin is one of the first of the male Aesir gods and the father of many, including Thor, the god of thunder, whose hammer was rival to the cross of Christ in medieval Scandinavia. In those days it was believed that the thunderclaps were the sound of mighty Thor using his hammer in anger, and they were respectfully feared, as too was the underworld. Today both are still sometimes feared, but neither are revered. What has caused you to be afraid in the past? There we go. We did see that. Acknowledge your fears. They are no longer welcome on the path you walk. Make a list of your fears. How realistic are they? Have they served any purpose? For example, allowing you to stay within familiar and comforting patterns of behavior. Make the sacrifices that are necessary in order to remove these unwanted companions from your journey. I actually think that you guys have mostly completed that. Yes, of course, there might still be some stuff. But overall, I'm wondering if I should read, do I read the present? Yeah, I'm going to just read this little spot here. So in your life, do you need to change from one way of thinking to another? Is there something in your life that you are afraid of bringing into the open? Have you agreed to something that is not your truth, to protect yourself and others, or to keep the peace? This is a time of transition, of seeing the world from a new perspective. Okay, so you are moving into the future. All right, that's all I wanted to get from that. The final message is connect with your roots, spend some time in meditation, focusing on what your wish fulfillment is, feeling into that feeling of being free, loved, celebration, balance, roots. I'm hearing this is a gift from your ancestors. And yeah, what a positive, loving message this is. So please, take a breath with me. Let's claim this message together. Breathe in. And it is so. And out. Okay, so if you enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out my other offerings. If you'd like a personal reading, please check out my shop. The link is in the description box below. And yeah, from my heart to yours, with love, I thank you and your guides and ancestors, and for all those that came through in this meeting today. Amigwich, Yakoyu, Hi Hi.